Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. So last night I posted a tweet about this video that you're about to watch, and I said in that tweet that I was going to make a video about all of these recent pieces of UFO footage that came from the fighter jets that were allegedly leaked from the Pentagon, or at least confirmed by the Pentagon, showing a variety of craft of some sort caught on infrared footage via the gimbal cameras on these fighter jets, with objects seemingly performing physics-defying movements, and that would seem to have no heat reading or reading of a propulsion system or anything like that. And as you've probably seen via all of the interviews on Fox News and CNN and MSNBC, the main figure that has been pushing for the Pentagon to release more information about their secret UFO study program has been a man by the name of Jeremy Corbell. Most of you know who he is. I've met him in person, spoke with him, interviewed him, flew out to Los Angeles to see his Bob Lazar film premiere, and, he struck me as a nice guy who's deeply inquisitive when it comes to the UFO phenomenon. However, when it comes to these alleged leaks that the Pentagon has confirmed, now, first of all, I want to clarify something. The Pentagon did not release these UFO videos. The Pentagon never wanted any UFO footage to be leaked. It was the pilots themselves. It was an internal leak of some of this footage that the Pentagon was completely against. Now, at the time, we had the Senator Harry Reid, and he, God love him, had an interest in the UFO phenomenon. So he put the Pentagon's feet to the fire and said, look, I want to know more. And there was a massive pushback from the Pentagon. And so when you see these videos in various interviews, and you hear the words that the Pentagon has confirmed these UFO videos as being legit, they are not confirming what's in the video. They are simply confirming that yes, indeed, these are official videos taken from our jets and our pilots. They're not saying that what's in the video is real or not. And I've got to say, guys, and I've said this before, I've always had some suspicions about this newly leaked footage. For instance, the footage of the night sky, which is in green, where it appears that there are 3 flying, glowing green triangles moving through the sky, supposedly swarming one of these aircraft carriers. But I immediately noticed that there are FAA blinking lights coming from this triangular object in the sky, which appears to me to just be an out-of-focus airplane. And then we have other pieces of footage, like this, where some are saying that this object that was caught is not actually doing a rapid turn in direction, but is simply some sort of flare coming from the gimbal camera on the fighter jet turning itself. And I can't make heads or tails of that. And of course, we have the newest UFO footage leaked from yet another pilot showing what we reported on earlier in the week to be some sort of spherical object that appears to be floating along above the ocean before going down into the ocean. And so I was planning on making a video about this and giving my opinion when another YouTube channel, and I'm giving them full credit for this, created a video that will explain it way better than I can, and the channel's name is Thunderfoot. Some of you may know him, some of you may not, but I'll post his video link down below. But he basically breaks down these pieces of UFO footage that have been leaked and obsessively reported to be legitimate alien craft of some sort by the likes of Jeremy Corbell, Luis Elizondo, and others. And just to give you a little clip from Thunderfoot's video, he tackles some of the mysteries of these UFO clips, and when you watch the entire video, it becomes apparent that all of these Pentagon UFO clips that have been released throughout the past couple of years may all have very simple explanations. So here's a clip from Thunderfoot's new video where he believes he has debunked many of these newly released Pentagon videos, and that they are mere natural objects such as birds or other airplanes, and that when you use these cameras and switch them over to heat seeking, where you're just getting a heat signature, we see something very different. So check out this short clip.
We have tackled many strange stories on 60 Minutes, but perhaps none like this. It's the story of the U.S. government's grudging acknowledgement of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, more commonly known as UFOs.
Finally, the government has acknowledged the existence of UFOs, which coincided with the release of this footage of a UFO, which I think you'll agree blows away completely all the previously declassified and leaked UFO footage. It clearly depicts a craft with no control surfaces, which is hovering and slowly descending. There are no signs of propulsion on this craft, yet it defies gravity whilst emitting this strange aura, which has been widely speculated by experts to be some sort of anti-gravity drive. It was capable of hypersonic speeds observed by hundreds of witnesses, none of whom could explain what they saw because it was jamming their radar. This is it, people. These things are real. The evidence is overwhelming. Okay, I've got to admit, I was being a little tongue-in-cheek there. This is actually from some guy on YouTube who, I've got to say, has some pretty awesome infrared video of military planes. This one is an F-18 in the infrared. The point should be made pretty clearly at this point. Things in the infrared don't necessarily look like they do in visible light. And yeah, links below to this guy, because he really does have some very impressive footage there. But yeah, this video of an F-18 coming into land absolutely blows out of the water the leaked videos of UFOs in just how much anti-gravity it emits whilst it's hovering there.
Okay, so as you just saw, it took Thunderfoot 5 minutes to visit another YouTube channel that posts many videos of objects like planes and birds and jets that have been captured in infrared or heat signature technology, and how when you take a simple jet plane landing and switch the camera over to heat seeking or infrared, it turns into what looks like a hovering flying saucer with no propulsion and some sort of weird gravitational plasma field circling around it. And again, you guys are free to go over and watch his entire video and come back here and put down in the comments what you think. But I absolutely do think that at least some of these new Pentagon clips are simple airplanes out of focus, and that when you switch things from color view to the infrared and other things like that, you get a very different view of the object that looks nothing like it, and that can be easily mistaken for a legitimate UFO. And that's very worrisome that someone like Thunderfoot was able to compile such a cool video by doing the littlest bit of information and finding this other UFO channel that shows what planes look like to a regular camera view versus the infrared or heat signature view, which leads to the issue that if Jeremy Corbell, again, nice guy, no issues with the man, if he, who himself claims to be an investigative filmmaker, missed such an easy way to research these Pentagon videos and compare them to other things like planes and birds, which they're looking very much like that's the case, well then that is going to hurt the UFO community. It's going to hurt ufology even more, because we're now finally on Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, and people are finally starting to look at the UFO phenomenon, and the clips that are being used are simple misinterpretations of natural things, whether it be a plane flying in the sky or the sun setting down over the ocean's horizon, making it look like a UFO is diving down into the ocean deep. And so, Jeremy, if you're watching this, man, no hate whatsoever, nothing but love. But as a UFO reporter myself, and again, I don't pretend to be the king of all UFO knowledge. I never have. I report on what's happening. I try to make it in a simple way for people to understand, but I also call out things when I think they're not genuine. So I wonder if Jeremy is willing to do that as well and take a look at Thunderfoot's video and analysis of all of these different pieces of footage. Now, having said that, even if these leaked Pentagon videos are nothing but natural aircraft that are simply giving off strange shapes in the infrared and heat signature wise, will these guys like Jeremy come out and correct themselves? And again, that's not to say that the UFO phenomenon does not exist. It's very real. We have thousands of pieces of footage right here on this channel that cannot be explained and have never been debunked. So don't let this persuade you that this is all total hogwash. But I felt compelled as a reporter to let you guys know and to let you guys check out the analysis of Thunderfoot's video and make your own conclusion, rather than just me simply continuing to hype up the Pentagon footage in order to get clicks and views, when I've personally felt from the get-go that some of this footage was simple natural phenomena. So there it is, guys. Go ahead and check out Thunderfoot's video. And Thunderfoot, he's a smart guy. His main expertise is not even with the UFO community or anything like that. But he's just a smart guy and good at taking apart things and analyzing them. So check out his video. It's very eye-opening. And as far as this briefing coming up in June, where the Pentagon is supposed to release a detailed file on what they know about this phenomenon, we're going to see what happens. But believe you me, this phenomenon is very, very real. And so, again guys, I said you may not like the truth, but sometimes the truth just has to come out. And if there is footage being blasted all over the major news networks that turns out to be simple things like airplanes or suns setting over the ocean's horizon line, it's going to be a pie in the face for ufology. So, again, guys, thank you for stopping by. I'm just the messenger. Check out Thunderfoot's video down below. Give me your thoughts, and let's continue this wonderful journey down the rabbit hole together. So stay tuned, guys, and as always, stay safe.